Hello and welcome back to my channel. So in today's LEGO Fortnite tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make this treehouse design. We've got some decor on the bottom and then we go up. You can either walk really slowly like this, it does jolt up a little bit, or you can just jump, which is the best way for me. And this is the design. So we've got a little outside shower, we've got a little kitchen, a little kind of open living room at the front. You go round and we have a table and chairs, a bed. Around the corner you can see we've got this little telescope, some washing, and then a toilet right at the back. And then in this corner here we have like a little cozy area for some reading or some sightseeing. You can obviously decorate this however you want to. This is just what I've come up with. And this is what it looks like. Alright, let's get into the tutorial. So first up, what you want to do is find a cluster of trees. You can have 2, 1, but I have found this one with 4. And you just look at it and you think, can I fit a house around this? And don't forget, the trees will go through whatever you build. So what I'm going to do now is just map out kind of the shape of the flooring that we're going to have and take into consideration where these trees will regrow. So let's do some corner markings. The posts that I'm putting right down are irrelevant to the build itself, but they are just like a basis on where you want to build with. So a bit wider over there, another corner. You want to give yourself enough space to build. So as you can see here, it's kind of like a rectangle shape. Let's get rid of these middle ones. And I think that's a good size. I'm going to have the house on the back left there. Yeah. Okay, this works. Yeah. All right. So, what next is the hard part. And trust the process. Destroy all the trees within your little pillars. I do want to note that during this, the tree that I'm chopping down now doesn't grow back for some reason, and I'm not sure why. Only 3 of them resprout. So there's 2, and then there's the 3rd one. So I don't actually know what happened to the 4th, but to know if it's going to grow back, it will have this little sprout here. If you want to get rid of a tree, you just use a shovel on this sprout and it will completely stop it from growing back at all. Okay. Now, we're going to start with the flooring. So I'm going to go for a 16 by 16 piece, and I am actually going to double up the flooring. So the bottom one doesn't really matter. I'm just going to go for this Anarchy Acres one, 16 by 16. Now, this is the hard part, is kind of gauging where you want it to go. I'm kind of positioning it to look like it's going to go through that tree there. You've got to remember kind of what it looked like before. Always take a picture, that normally helps. And then I'm going to go over 3 by 3. I was going to keep it at this, but then I thought, no, the trees just won't give me enough room for decoration. So yeah, 3 by 3, like so. And that is the basis. Make sure you don't knock any of your pillars down that are connecting to this roof, because your whole build will just collapse. So this is what we're working with, the size that we're going to build from. We're going to get rid of this pillar because it's not connecting. This one is connecting, but we'll just get rid of it. Don't get rid of that one. And then we'll get rid of this one. It's not touching. Okay. So if you think that you're accidentally going to knock that pillar down, just reinforce it. Up next, we're going to go on to the actual floor of the build. So I'm going to go for the beachy white flooring. Again, 16 by 16, and just cover the whole floor. Voila. And that's what it looks like. It just, in case, you know, get attacked, because in the sand biome you get a lot of arrow shooters, so I don't want them to destroy the flooring. And then we're going to go for the new Anarchy Acres fences, and I'm going to go for the corners, the big corners, because there's 2 versions. And I'm just going to put these all the way around the edge. That in line? Yeah. Okay, So I'm just lining up to make sure that the roof actually fits so that I can make the fences symmetrical. There we go. Awesome. Okay, so that's the start of the actual house. I reckon I can make this longer. So we're going to use a 12. Yeah. And then we'll bring this roof all the way back. Like so. And then that is the actual base area. Now we're going to go back to the fences, add the rest of the corners on, and we're just going to make it symmetrical to the other side. Like so. Get that small piece in there. And then we're going to go for the bigger pieces. To fill out this edge. And we're going to do the exact same on the back part. Nudge them over. And then at the front, we're going to use the bigger pieces. So ignore that I've put these down, I'm just checking. I feel like the gap's actually quite too big. That's too big a drop. So instead, we're going to go for the matching side and go the big fence and another big fence. And then we're going to leave this gap open. So that is now the entrance to the build. Like so. This is a difficult part. So if you check the link in the bio, I have left a link to the original person who came up with this. They have a tutorial on how to make slanted stairs. So I am simply following their tutorial at the moment. It takes a little bit of fiddling to get it right. So what I do is, because I like things to be in line, I'm just putting these fence posts going all the way down so I know where it needs to finish and where it needs to sit. It's very fiddly, so it takes a little time. Dun, 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 dun. Boom. So that's where I want it to sit. And then all I need to do is slant this piece close enough so that it falls in line with that ladder there. Well, I realised I need to make it go the other way. There we go. And I'm using a smaller stair so that the gap inside going up is a little bit thinner, so it's more realistic. What I have learnt from this is you don't have to use the thruster the whole time. You can simply just place on top if you're using fencing. So as you can see here, I'm literally snapping it on to the top and then just jumping on. But it takes so much patience to be able to do this because you have to move it by little tiny, tiny, tiny like pixels to get it right. As you can see here, I'm literally just trying to edge it on slightly. Like so. Now, this one is over a bit too much and I do kind of want it touching the base of the build. So I'm going to use this original one that I put down as just like a little template, and I'm going to build onto the back of it with the snap feature. Just so that there isn't that gap there at the top. So we just get the same fence and put it one on, like so. Keeping the same height. There we go. And then just do this all the way up. If you're doing this for your build, it will take a lot of trial and error to get this right. But I promise you it's worth it. And the last one, the most difficult. Oh. Boom, there we go. And then we'll just get rid of the front one. Perfect. And that's the ladder done. So you can walk up it really slowly or just jump. Obviously I'm in creative, so it's kind of glitching out there, but I think that looks smart. What I'm also going to do is at the back, I'm just going to add a little kind of like footrest thing to make it look like it's standing on something. I was going to put the 8x2, but I think the 3x2 actually works better. And now you want to put a little log pillar, which looks like wood, kind of in with this cluster of trees to kind of hide the fact that there is a support holding the building up. I'm going to put it here. And then get rid of the outer. Right, don't do this. Make sure you have attached that supporting pillar into the middle, okay? And then you'll end up like this, the finished product. I had to rebuild the whole thing. But yeah, this is the final outcome of what everything will look like once it's finished. And you can decorate it however you want. But thank you for watching. See you in the next one.